All right, let's dive into this incredible startup story. We're going to look at how a project that was honestly on the verge of collapse got turned into a professional, institutional-grade trading platform with a super clear path to becoming a multi-million-dollar business. And it all starts right here with this absolutely wild transformation. Just try to imagine a project so tangled up, it had almost 13,000 Python files. It's chaos, right? Well, through a huge effort, that was cut down to just 137. And this wasn't just cleaning up, it was the critical first step that made everything else you're about to see even possible.
So that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? How on earth do you take that kind of digital mess and spin it into a streamlined, valuable, and profitable company? Well, the story of Algo Project gives us a fantastic blueprint for exactly that.
To really get the success story, you have to appreciate the cleanup first. This was all about building a solid foundation where a real business could actually grow. It was a move from just a jumble of scripts to a truly professional architecture. Get this, a 98.9% reduction in the number of files. That number is so much more than just hitting the delete key. It represents a strategic pivot to clarity and scalability. You know, this is the kind of discipline you need to build a platform that can grow and attract serious users. It's basically like turning a disastrously cluttered garage into a high-tech laboratory. And this wasn't just some random purge. Not at all. It was a methodical, surgical operation. Getting rid of old backups, merging duplicate files, organizing tests into their own proper place, these were all very deliberate moves to create order from chaos. And that, right there, is what separates a weekend hobby from a professional product.
Okay, so with that clean foundation locked in, the team could finally get to the fun part, building the powerful, intelligent engine that would become the absolute heart of the entire platform.
Now, at the core of this whole thing is a philosophy they call progressive testing. The idea is actually pretty simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You guide every single user through a step-by-step process that systematically reduces the risk of their trading ideas before a single real dollar is ever on the line.
And this shows that journey perfectly. So you, the user, you start by backtesting your idea against old data. Makes sense. Then you can simulate it with live market feeds. After that, you can demo trade in a totally risk-free virtual portfolio. And only after you pass through all of those gates do you finally go live. It's like a funnel that's designed to build confidence. But here's the real kicker. Every single step of that journey is backed by some serious data. We're talking more than 29 institutional-grade key performance indicators, or KPIs, giving traders the same deep insights that the big professional firms rely on.
I mean, think about it. Metrics like the Sharpe ratio for risk-adjusted return, or max drawdown to see your worst-case scenario. This stuff isn't normally available to the average retail trader. Algo Project literally puts the same analytical firepower used on Wall Street right into your hands.
So we've seen the tech, and it's pretty impressive. But let's talk about the people it's actually built for. Because, a great product means nothing if you don't know your audience. And Algo Project knew exactly who they were building for. The platform is designed for a pretty diverse crowd, but the main focus is crystal clear. 60% of their target users are individual retail traders. Then you have crypto enthusiasts and smaller trading firms filling out the rest. This focus really shapes the whole product. And for that huge 60% chunk, the value proposition is all about one word: democratization. It's giving them access to powerful algorithmic tools and a no-code builder which just shatters the old barriers where you needed to be a programming wizard to do this stuff. But they don't stop there. For the pros, for the small firms, the platform offers deep customization and direct API access. This means they can plug in their own custom tools and meet them where they are, giving them that enterprise-level power they demand. And this is the really smart part. It creates an entire ecosystem for developers. With an open API and a marketplace, they can not only build cool things on top of the platform, but they can actually make money from their own strategies. This turns your users into partners. It's brilliant. Okay, so we've got clean code, a powerful product, and a super well-defined user base. The big question is, how does all of that actually turn into a sustainable, multi-million-dollar business? Well, let's follow the money. The heart of the business is a classic software as a service, or SaaS, subscription model. And the projections, well, they're ambitious, but they are super clear, growing from $600,000 in year one to a whopping $10 million in annual recurring revenue by year 3.
And hold on, because that subscription number, that's just one piece of the pie. When you start factoring in other income streams like transaction fees, data services, the marketplace cut, the total projected revenue hits a staggering $18.1 million in that third year alone.
They make it all work with this really clear, tiered pricing structure. It lets you start small and then grow with the platform. It creates this natural upgrade path from a simple starter plan all the way up to a full-blown enterprise solution. And each tier offers more value, perfectly matching those different user groups we just saw.
So, with a rock-solid foundation and a strong business model, what's next? Well, the vision for Algo Project goes way beyond what it is today. They have a detailed plan for the future. This roadmap for just the first year shows you how methodical they are. It's a phased rollout. They start with the core platform, then they layer on advanced features like that no-code builder, then comes the enterprise stuff, and finally they focus on scaling up and full monetization. It's a plan built for smart, sustainable growth.
And this whole journey from absolute chaos to a potential multi-million-dollar company, it leaves us with this one big, provocative thought. For decades, the best financial tools were bought, usually from huge, expensive vendors. But maybe, just maybe, the success of something like Algo Project points to a new way forward. Perhaps the real future of finance is empowering people to build their own tools, democratizing a kind of power that was once saved for only a select few.